Hi, this is Eric Walton with PMG Real Estate. I want to give you the market update. It's middle of March, so we have all the numbers in for February now. I'll kind of let you know where the market is and what to expect. So let's hop over here. So this is the sales by month for the last 14 months or so. And what you can see here, the trend is that we're certainly getting more inventory. You can see it kind of starts ramping up middle of last year. And we're still pretty high year over year. February, we're up about 140 homes. The light green here is homes that are for sale. Dark green here is homes that are sold. And the red line here are pending sales. So yeah, you can see the overall trend is that inventory is increasing a little bit year over year. So, but we are seeing a spike here in pending sales, which is great. And with that increasing inventory, we also see that the days on market is also increasing here. So we can see in the last couple of months, we've hit about 55 days on market. That's the average for Stanislaus County. Down here, we can see that overall, it looks like in March, so far, month over month, we're looking at about 58 days on market. So that is increasing. One of the things that I hear people say all the time is that the house prices are dropping. And so this green line up here shows the list price, and the red line here shows the actual sold price. And there's usually a disparity there as far as, you know, list versus sold. So what we see here really, though, are that the prices are holding steady. And this doesn't really mean that we have a house that's listed at 430 and it sells for 351. But if we look at the sales prices here, they are holding steady. They're not dropping significantly. So in February, we're looking at 336 this year versus last year, 314. So we can see it's actually the actual sold price has gone up a little bit. So that is something I hear people say, but you know, when we look at the actual numbers, it doesn't seem to show that same thing. So that's encouraging. And then months of inventory, this shows us how much inventory we have on hand. So if we sold every house that was listed right now, it would take us at the current rate about 2.4 months, 2.5 months in February. So you can see it has picked up a little bit, and that's indicative of the increasing in inventory that we're going to have. It's going to take a little bit longer for those homes to sell because there are more homes on the market. It looks like in March so far, we're selling through a little bit faster. So in March, we might be looking at 2.2 months of inventory, just as comparison. So that's a lot of data, and there's a lot more to that too. But so what does that actually mean for us? So what does it mean for sellers? So for sellers, since there's more inventory on the market, the houses need to really look great. They need to be magazine ready, show ready. Part of them looking great is them being priced right. You know, last year around this time, pretty much it took a really short amount of time to sell. I mean, I would have properties that would sell in 10 days or less sometimes because demand was so high, and we could price them higher, more aggressively. This year, with the inventory going up, there's more competition, which means we have to price homes more aggressively and more accurately for the market. And lastly, you should expect, if as a seller, that it's going to take longer to sell this year than it would last year. Now, on the buyer side, what does this mean for us? You can expect to have more choices. There's going to be more houses available to look at. You still don't need to make a strong offer. It's still a seller's market, even though it's moving to a more neutral or more balanced market. It's still a seller's market, and you need to come in with strong offers and a pre-approval letter from your lender. Lastly, I do hear this a lot too. It's like, hey, I'm not going to put my house on the market until I find a house that I want to buy. And so, you know, since it takes longer for homes to sell now, if you wait to put your house on the market until you find the house you want to buy, your contingency window may be, you know, 17, 21 days. And right now the average days on market is, you know, more than 50 days. So you may lose that property that you're trying to buy if it's contingent on you selling your house. So you really need to list your house right now as soon as possible. If that property, if you need to sell that property in order to buy your next one. So that's what's happening big picture in Stanislaus County. Give me a call if you'd like to know what's happening in your neighborhood or what the value of your home is, and I'd be happy to help you. Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.